All right, here with Coach Cara Consuegra. Welcome to Milwaukee. Welcome back to Marquette for you. We were talking about a little bit up there. What does this sort of feel like to come back to a school where you kind of got a lot of your start as a coach?
It feels like a homecoming. Marquette is really, really special to us. The community is special to us. We have a lot of our friends, family, and this is a place we always wanted to be. So to have the opportunity to come back and represent this community and this university, it means a lot to me and my family.
Obviously, when you're here as an assistant, you go off to be a head coach at Charlotte. Maybe you're not thinking you'll come back, but just kind of when this opportunity was presented, how quick of a decision was it for you to kind of jump at?
It was an easy decision for us, again, because it really matters to not just myself, but my family, who we're around and how we align ourselves. And, the Marquette values and the people here. I mean, there's many people still here that were here when I was an assistant. And I think when you see that happen, that means that this place is special. And that means that people are invested. And, again, ultimately, that's what matters the most to us. And so when we had the opportunity to come back, we jumped at it.
You talked a lot in your introductory press conference about building a program. How do you sort of do that now that you're here at Marquette?
Yeah, and I want to be clear. I mean, this is a great program. And all of the coaches from Terry to Carolyn to Megan did an incredible job. So, we're not talking in terms of having to rebuild anything. I mean, this is a historic program, but we got to build it my way now, in the way that I see fit, and I want to do that by carrying on the great traditions, but also continuing to propel us forward. And I want to do that with this community. There's great people in this community. This is a special place. And I just want everybody to get behind this program.
So what does a Cara team, a Cara program, what does that look like?
Well, I think number one, one of the things I've always heard from people is when a team reflects their head coach, that they're a great team. And for me, I am just a gritty person. My values are to play with heart. And so I'm going to play with, I'm going to execute everything with heart, effort, accountability, respect, toughness. That's who I am, and those are the values that I want everybody to see in my team. We're going to play hard. We're going to do things the right way. We're going to represent this university at the highest level, and we're going to win.
And then obviously it's only been maybe 2 days now of the whole situation. But how do you go about talking to obviously the current players, other players, in terms of trying to build the roster for this upcoming season?
Yeah, it'll be a challenge for sure. But I like to do hard things, and I had a meeting with the current players prior to the press conference, and that went well. And and we'll continue to evaluate, who are the right people to bring into this program. And I said this during the press conference. I do, there's a feeling like we got to get players here because we want to win. But for me, it's also about bringing the right players here. Players that align with Marquette, players that align with me, players that can set the foundation for the future of this program, not just for a year.
For yourself, when you think about, obviously, college basketball itself has changed so much over the years. What do you feel like the challenges are trying to build a successful program and kind of keep that success?
Well, listen, right now, women's basketball has incredible momentum, and that's a tribute to all the amazing players and coaches, but also a tribute to people finally getting behind us. And there's always been support for women's basketball, but it's at a different level right now. And if you invest in women's sports and you give them the care and the respect and the resources that they need, it shows you what can happen. And so, that's exactly what we want here. We want people to invest, whether that's just showing up, buying season tickets. That's going to be really important to us, whether that's helping provide resources. All of those things are really important to create a team and a program that can continue the momentum that women's basketball has right now.
Obviously, you went to Iowa. It's kind of funny that, maybe the biggest college basketball player and soon pro, and Caitlin Clark is from Iowa. Just kind of what is it like for you to see that program kind of have that success and what it means overall for the sport?
Oh, it's been incredible. I'm a very proud Iowa Hawkeye. I always have been. I always will be. But certainly following their success, particularly because the coaching staff was there when I was there. And so those are people I care about. I mean, all of them reached out to me when I got this job. They're people, Lisa Bluter is one of the greatest people in the world, and I will probably be calling her in a few days to be able to get some more advice from her. So I'm just a really proud alum, and the run that they went on, and they'll hopefully continue even with Caitlin gone. I mean, the program's at a different level now, and I look forward to supporting them.
And then final one for you. Talked about a lot of the support that you want, obviously from fans and stuff, but you had former players, you had your former boss here as well today. Just kind of what does that mean to you about having that much Marquette connection still coming?
It means a lot to us. Again, that's what drove us to come home. Not just Marquette, but the people here and the people in this community, from our family to our friends. You know, I'm thrilled to reconnect with Terry. I'm thrilled to reconnect with all of the former players, whether they played during our time here earlier or before or since. You know, again, I want to be somebody who can just really unite. I want to unite this program in a way that maybe it hasn't been completely united before, in a positive way, and continue to build and just make people proud.
Thank you very much for the time. The new head coach of the Marquette women's basketball team, Cara Consuegra.